In this video, I'm going to show you how to use an Elytra with rockets in any version of Minecraft. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to go ahead and get an Elytra, which you will be able to find in your survival world by actually exploring end cities. And you can find it particularly in the end ships, and then it will kind of be like in an item frame, and all you got to do is you got to go ahead and get that first. So obviously that does mean you have to fight the Ender Dragon before you get the Elytra. But now that you got the Elytra, the next thing you will need is some fireworks. In order to craft fireworks, you will need some paper, and you will also need some gunpowder. And then there you go. You're able to go ahead and craft a bunch of them just like so. So now that you got the necessary tools, the first thing you want to do is you want to actually equip your Elytra. So put it where your chest plate would normally go. By the way, if you have an Elytra, that means you cannot use a chest plate. So please keep that in mind. And now what we need to do is we first need to learn how to actually use the Elytra regularly before we can start implementing rockets. So if it's your first time ever using an Elytra, I actually recommend that you guys go on like a cliff like this right over here. So as you're able to tell, it's kind of a big cliff over here. And basically what we need to do is we need to jump. And then in midair, we need to go ahead and double tap the space bar if you're on a Windows device. However, if you're on a mobile device, then what you need to do is that while you're falling or like you're in the midair, you need to go ahead and double tap the jump button. So while we're in the air, immediately after we jump off this cliff, we're going to go ahead and double tap the space button, which is basically the jump button, and that is going to allow us to fly. So let me go ahead and demonstrate over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump down, and then I'm going to double click just like so. And then as you're able to tell, my Elytra is actually working. So guys, it's that simple, and it's really important that you guys learn how to use the Elytra first before you can start using rockets. So anyways, guys, now that you got the hang of that, we now need to go ahead and combine it with rockets. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the exact same thing. However, after we start flying, we're going to go ahead and now use a rocket. And in order to use it, all you got to do is you got to go ahead and just right click if you're on a Windows, or if you're on a mobile device, then you want to go ahead and just press on your screen. So let me go ahead and demonstrate. So we're just going to go ahead and jump down here. I'm already flying, and then there we go. I'm using my rocket. I just right clicked on my mouse, and we are literally flying with the rocket over here. So yeah, you guys can literally start gliding with the rocket like so. And as you're able to tell, this is incredibly fast. So yeah, traversing your world with rockets is honestly super cool, and I'm honestly a huge fan of it. But it's honestly that simple. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial.